Welcome to Dad Does, and today we are looking to make our home a little bit smarter. We are looking at some new devices from D-Link. These are part of the myDlink Connected Home series. So let me explain what we have here. This little device here is a Wi-Fi motion sensor. So we're going to give you a quick look at it. Pretty simple. We're going to show you the setup is very easy. I'm just going to show you the card in a second. But what this does is basically any motion that happens, here's this little sensor, it can send out an alert to you. It can also, we're going to show with this, turn on devices. You can start recording, turn on a light. But basically, this is a motion sensor and part of this series of the Connected Home. In terms of the setup, all you have here, I'm going to show you this card right here. Very simple three-step. You have an app called the myDlink Home. You download that. Basically, it tells you to scan in the QR code on back. You plug your device into the wall. If you have a WPS button on your router, that's the easiest way to go. You're going to press this here. You're going to press it on your router, and basically they're going to sync up once. So this is now hooked up to your Wi-Fi. And then through the app, you're able to control what happens when it senses motion. Now, let's move on to the second device here. Also part of this is the Wi-Fi smart plug. So this is exactly as it sounds, a smart plug. You plug this into the wall, same type of setup. You've got right over here is where we have our WPS button. You can do it manually if your router doesn't have that, but that's the easiest. So you're going to connect this once to your router. Now it's hooked up into your Wi-Fi network. Then you plug anything in here. Could be a light, could be a coffee maker, whatever you want plugged in here, controlled smartly. So then you can do cool things like if there's motion in your house, turn this light on. So that's something you can do. We're also going to look at, we have reviewed previously the pan and tilt camera, the DCS5222L. And we're going to talk about that too, because that's a cool pan and tilt HD camera, but you can do things like if there's motion in the house, turn the light on, then the camera starts recording. So we're going to take a closer look at these and see if we can get our home a little bit smarter. All right, after easy install, we've got them set up. So we want to show you inside the app here. So this is our 5222L camera, which is a pan and tilt HD camera. That is in here. And then we've got the new ones we're looking at today, our Wi-Fi motion detector and the Wi-Fi smart plug. So let's go into the motion one. I'll just show you how this works. It's pretty straightforward. This is going to show us right here. We see our motion detector here. We can set up the motion detection. We'll go in here. Can set the sensitivity of it low, high, and basically whether it's on or off. And again, so the idea here is real simple. You plug it into a wall outlet, anything moves in front of it, it will detect it. And then what will it do with that? It can send you an alert. It can trigger things. We're going to show you that. You can have a schedule. So I'm going to go in and just show you the schedule here. The way it works is you can set up a different schedule. You might have it that if there's motion to turn on a light, we're going to show you all that different rules, but that's what the schedules are for. And you can schedule them out for, weekdays, weekends, things like that. So we're going to go back. We'll get back to more on that in a little bit. We just want to go in here. And then the last detection, that shows you the events when things were detected. Information will be things like firmware and stuff like that. So this will get more exciting as we configure it with the smart plug and the camera. Let's go into the smart plug. This one is even easier. Basically, you can turn it on or off remotely from anywhere. So let's say right now I've got a light plugged into it. I want to turn it on. I would press that. And what it's doing is it goes out, so now it says power on, and now through that smart plug, anything plugged into it will go on. So if you have a light, you want to turn on a light, and this schedule makes a little more sense, obviously. Let's say you're away, and you want to schedule this to, at night, have the light go on at 7 o'clock so people think you're home, and then turn off. So all that can be set up here. You've got 2 basic ones and 3 more advanced ones you can set up there. Okay, so here is where you can set up rules, and this is my favorite part and where the connected home starts to feel pretty cool. I'm going to set up a new one just so you can see it. So it's pretty straightforward. We pick what do we want as our detection trigger. So in this case, we're going to go with our motion. Here we go, motion detector. And so what we're saying is if there's motion, there's only one option here, obviously motion detected. Then down here, we click on next. And it's just going to ask us, all right, what should happen? Okay, so select responder. All right, so there's motion. Now, we could set our camera to record. What we're actually going to do, I'm going to just show you that, but I'm going to go back. Camera module. This camera actually already, we have it set up if there's any motion to record, so we don't need to actually have our camera record, but what we might want to do is turn a light on if there's motion. So someone comes into the house, they're moving around, we want to turn the light on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the smart plug, okay, socket, and I'm going to set up a very basic rule here, which is to turn on. There you go, got that set up. We're going to click next. And then the final thing is we can name it. I'm going to go in here and say light on. Okay, and then this is cool, send notifications. So maybe you want to get a text and know, all right, someone has walked into your house, the light will turn on, maybe when the kids are home from school, whatever, so you can turn those notifications on or off, and then finally you're going to click done. When you come here, you'll see this is the rule we just set up. It's now on, and we're going to do a demo of that just to show how that works. But the way this is going to happen is any motion into the room, the light turns on, our camera's going to record. And the cool thing about this is you can have these all in separate places. You can have a light upstairs go on if someone walks into your garage, you know, so that it scares them, thinks someone's home. You could have a camera start. You could have your radio start, a CD player. You know, so as you have more of these sockets hooked up, you can have a whole bunch of rules and cool stuff happen. All right, here's our quick demo. Light is off. Someone is going to come into this room, maybe a burglar. As they sneak into this room, oh, I just tripped the Wi-Fi motion detector. The light goes on, the camera starts recording, and event notifications will be sent as well. So that's a quick demonstration of how this would work. Here are the event notifications. So I could be 3,000 miles away and see that a motion has been detected, see that my smart plug has been triggered. And then you can go in and actually look at, you'll see a list of the different events and the times that they happen and what the motions were. And of course, with our D-Link pan and tilt camera, we'll have video clips as well. So that's a quick look at the myDlink connected home. Does seem to make your home a little bit smarter. Come on over to daddoes.com. We'll have a full review over on the site.